Ladies and gentlemen, today we will talk about caring for people who truly need this help, for seniors and for people with various disabilities. I have two experts in the studio, people who work at the company European Services at Home. With us is Ms. Ewa Wolska-Bednarczyk. Good morning. Hello.
Cordially.
And Mrs. Agnieszka Dobrzańska. Hello, everyone. Both represent European Services at Home. And dear ladies, I will start with this question. Please tell me a few words about this company. How long has European Services at Home been caring for seniors here in the state?
Well, our dedicated company, which is our local agency, has been proudly helping seniors for over 26 years now. For 26 long years, we have been providing high quality service, and our main primary goal is for elderly people to stay safely in their own homes or in their comfortable apartments for as long as it is humanly possible. We simply try our very best to prevent these wonderful people from ever having to go to a nursing home facility.
That is a big problem. Old age comes with all sorts of difficulties. We all know that. There's no escaping it. Everyone would like to live as long as possible, enjoy life to the fullest, live independently and freely, but to do that, they need help. That help can be provided by loved ones as much as they are able. At a certain point, that help also has to be provided by professionals. You know this field inside out. 26 years is a tremendous amount of experience. And how big is the company European Services at Home?
As of today, we have 10 offices in various locations. Our oldest office is in Palatine. We have offices in Chicago, Rockford, Joliet, McHenry, and Sycamore. Grace.
Lake.
Wow, yes, it's expanding. And we keep growing constantly.
No matter whether you live in the north or south of the city, you can contact us. You are literally within arm's reach.
Exactly, always. We're waiting.
A basic question. Who can use your help?
Well, we cooperate with the state. The state, I believe, since 1979 has implemented a program to help elderly people, seniors. Over the years, the age requirement has changed for people who qualify, but generally, as of today, these are people from the age of 60. These individuals are either citizens or legal permanent residents who have been in possession of a valid green card for a period of at least 5 years. Furthermore, these are individuals who are currently living on a significantly low income. Specifically, when looking at their situation financially, this is the case as of today. It is $17,500 per year.
So you would have to earn less than $17,500 per year for each person, right?
Yes, per person. If, for example, there are two people, because they look at the household, how many people live in the home? If it's a husband and wife, then the income cannot exceed 35,000 per year. Right.
And these criteria are important. The legality of residency. If someone has an undocumented immigration status, they will not automatically qualify.
And besides that, the person's health condition is also very important. It's not the case that just because someone has turned 60, everyone is entitled to this service. You have to demonstrate why, on what basis this assistance should be granted.
I'd like to ask a few additional questions here because health problems, that's a very broad term. To use your services, you don't have to be in the terminal stage of cancer. No, we're talking about those kinds of health problems because often older people have trouble, for example, washing their bedding. Do such problems also qualify for this?
Program? Absolutely, yes. Obviously, as people age, certain parts of the body start to fail and people begin to have problems. Arthritis,
With
walking with their hands, right? And in such cases, these people can also receive help from us. And
do, for example, problems of a psychological nature qualify? Older people often live alone, and they often fall into all sorts of problems, not necessarily physical, but psychological. Does taking care of one's health? Does mental health care for seniors also qualify for this type of assistance?
absolutely, yes, especially after the pandemic. I know that depression is now classified as one of the more serious illnesses, and we also help people in such situations as well. So it doesn't have to be just some kind of incapacity or physical disability, but mental health as well.
Another question that comes up very often concerns insurance. Do you have to be in the Medicaid program to participate in this program? If so, which Medicaid providers do you work with?
Yes. In order to qualify for this service, individuals must currently have active Medicaid health insurance coverage.
We
work with all Medicaid insurance providers. For example, I can mention Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Humana, but generally we work with all of them.
Well, 26 years of experience have certainly allowed you to build relationships with all the insurance providers.
That's right.
But what if someone doesn't have Medicaid yet? Will you help them obtain Medicaid?
Absolutely. If you or anyone you know needs some extra help with getting your Medicaid insurance coverage set up, we invite you to contact our office today. Please just give us a quick call, and our dedicated team will be happy to help you with everything you need. We guide you through the entire process practically from the very first step. This
This is a good moment, ladies and gentlemen, to give out that phone number here for the first time. It will keep coming up like a refrain in our conversation. 847 202 1429. You have this number displayed in front of you the whole time, so whenever you want to call, just do it. Will you ladies be the ones answering this phone number?
Yes, if you give us a call on this specific number, you can always ask for Ewa or Agnes.
Please call, ladies and gentlemen. I think the most important questions at the beginning are whether my grandmother, my parents, or my aunt qualifies. Because we will all have these kinds of doubts. You, of course, will help to resolve these doubts, but ultimately the decision will be made by the staff member of the office, right?
Yes.
Please tell us about the second step.
Moving forward to the second step of our process, if a potential client or their family member contacts us directly, I will need to gather certain pieces of information. This includes details such as their current home address, a reliable contact phone number, and a description of the specific illnesses or health challenges the person is dealing with. Once I have collected these details, I will compile this data and forward the referral to the social worker for further review. Let's say it takes up to about 2 weeks. The assigned social worker should promptly contact the individual and then proceed to set up a formal appointment for a detailed consultation,
The daily schedule.
a home visit, and conduct an evaluation. But so to speak, our role doesn't end with just sending the referral and waiting. Please always feel free to call us. We are always here for you. We really always help. As I said before, from the very first step all the way to the end,
I even think from the other side that when a senior enters the program, that's when your role really becomes 1,000 times more important. More important, right?
100%. I just want to say that from the very beginning, you are not alone. That obviously, once someone qualifies for the service, then it's already 200%. But from the very first call to us, so to speak, we are always there.
Great. Language issues are very important here. A very large group of seniors do not speak English fluently. They don't feel comfortable discussing difficult topics such as their health in English. When the visit from the state social worker takes place, someone who speaks English is needed, right? That's something that needs to be taken care of
Yes, but not entirely.
because
We, as the provider, as the agency that sends help to the client's home, unfortunately, we cannot
participate in this.
conversation. But from what I know now, social workers come with their own interpreters. So they have an interpreter on the phone.
So this difference, this language barrier, dear listeners, is also nothing to worry about.
And by the way, I'd like to add that in our agency, practically everyone, all the caregivers speak English. And in addition to that, they speak Polish, Russian, Ukrainian, and Spanish.
I'll come back to this because the very name European Services is very important to us. People often talk about this European work culture. There's also frequent mention of a European way of looking at reality, even a kind of European respect for seniors, for older people. I think these qualities are built into your company's DNA. This is probably the foundation of your operations. Am I understanding this correctly?
Absolutely, because it's not just about having a professional helper come directly to the house and, of course, simply cook a meal or clean the rooms. That's also very important. But in addition to that, we focus on presence, on doing our work with a bit of heart, all the more so because these are elderly people, often very lonely, who have no family at all, no one. And that's why I say we have wonderful employees who go and treat them with respect, with a great deal of, indeed, respect, and with such kindness as well, yes, towards our clients.
Yes, well, it is definitely very necessary. But let's get back to our process. You made that visit. The staff member talked to the grandmother or grandfather, assessed that they really do need help that this help is necessary for them. And who then makes the decision regarding the extent of this assistance, the scale of help they will receive?
Well, after such a conversation, the social worker sends the care plan to us, to our agency, and then from our office, it doesn't matter. It depends on where the person lives. We contact the person and ask which day, what hours work for them. They respond just to simply provide that help. Here, the staff member decides how many hours, how many days,
So this decision is made by a qualified employee
who
comes, assesses, and sees how much help is needed. And then you help to make sure those allocated hours are properly
used,
to fit them into the week.
yes, and to schedule them. And we really try to cooperate and do everything we can. Above all, everything is for the client's well-being, so that the client simply feels very satisfied and happy and cared for.
So who then can provide this assistance? Can family members provide assistance? Can people from outside provide assistance? How does it work?
People from outside can provide assistance, but it's very good that now simply someone from the family, a son, daughter, grandson, or granddaughter, or someone from the family can work, can help their own elderly grandparents and get a regular payment for doing it.
And this is a very good solution on many levels because no one knows the needs of a grandfather or grandmother as well as family members who know them best. I think that this bond, this level of intimacy between them is also there, and the level of comfort is appropriately higher. And what's good is that for the time devoted to seniors, you can receive additional compensation. To provide help, to do it the right way, you need to acquire certain skills. Do you train all your employees?
Yes, yes. Before these professional caregivers start working, they must first complete a training program where they are trained in all essential skills. They have a verified,
Criminal record.
and only then, when they are well trained, can they start working.
Yes, because one thing is to intuitively know how to help, but another is to know what the risks are, what to pay attention to, and how to make the most of that time. So such training is really very valuable thing. It consists of several hours, several days. This training is conducted online. Do you have to go to some kind of training center? How does it work?
That is, you have to come to us and start the whole training process. Thank you. The training itself is on video and you can watch it at home. Afterwards, there is a test following the training, and then you can start working right away.
But don't worry, it's really not difficult. It's not like you have to pass a final exam. It's not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. I just wanted to add that sometimes clients come in who, for example, are attached to a wheelchair or are bedridden all the time. We also have nurses here, both for us and for family caregivers. Likewise, they can show family members, for example, how to do a transfer, how to move someone from the bed to a chair or vice versa. So there is always a solution for every situation.
Great. Once the process of providing these services, this care, begins, you also don't just let go. You don't forget about such a patient or client. You don't treat them as just another line in a register, somewhere in some registry. Instead, you always keep a proverbial finger on the pulse. How do you ensure afterwards that the services are provided at the appropriate level? We are
Constantly in contact with the client. It is at least once a month a call from the supervisor. If the client cannot communicate with us, then we talk to family members. I believe we visit twice a year, or if the need arises, then simply the supervisor. Then they go to the client's home. And so we always keep our finger on the pulse. Constantly. We are always in contact either directly with the client or with the family.
when they are taking care of a senior man or woman, members of the immediate family, then I think the quality is guaranteed. These are people who are important to us, who loved us, whom we love, and so on. When people from outside come in, that contact becomes incredibly important, maintaining that thread of information between the senior, the family, and the caregiver. And that's what happens, right? There is constant communication all the time.
There is constant evaluation as well, so that we can be sure the client is well cared for and satisfied with the care and has everything they need at that moment.
Health is also something that isn't permanent. The situation changes with age. Is it possible to request an evaluation over time and, for example, to increase the number of hours we can allocate for care?
Practically every time a senior goes to the hospital and comes back, the supervisor contacts the social worker and we notify them for every hospital stay, every visit to the emergency room, every stay in rehab. The social worker is notified, and practically the social worker then makes another visit. And at that point, there is a very good chance of increasing the hours.
You definitely work with thousands of families across the state and have surely heard countless stories. How does this program change lives? How does this program change the lives of families? How does it change the lives of seniors? Can you share an example?
First of all, we have a lot of clients whose families work in another state, and the children of these clients already have their own families, are raising children, going to work, driving their kids to school and to various after school activities. There is no time.
There is no time.
And what's really very sad is that despite everything, they are constantly thinking about whether their mom or dad here in Illinois are being cared for, are safe, are happy. So that's when help from our side is really huge, because they can live their lives in peace, because they know that mom is being cared for, dad is happy, and everything is going on as it should, and everything is fine.
Seniors definitely see an improvement in their health, their mood gets better, and they are certainly happier. When someone comes by, even just to talk with them, tell them what's happening in the world, and listen to them. Their life stories.
And they love to tell them.
Yup.
Older people love to tell stories. That's what I'm saying. It's not just about cooking or cleaning, but about that connection, that emotional bond. That's a really nice example with the client who played chess. Yes, tell us about it. Yes, we actually have a client who also has dementia, and his mother says that he walks around all day with a chess set under his arm, but he has no one to play chess with. So our wonderful caregiver, ladies and gentlemen, learned how to play chess. She simply learned how to play chess. Maybe she's not a grandmaster, right?
She doesn't have to be an expert to play.
Absolutely. Maybe the client wins every time. Maybe. In fact, the client probably does win every time, but above all, he is absolutely delighted. And these are exactly the small little things that make our seniors and older people truly happy.
It often happens that when the family takes on the burden, the closest family takes on the responsibility of caring for seniors, for older people. They devote themselves completely, right? They give up their jobs. Very often they give up their careers. For such people, you also have a program that will allow them to go away even for a short vacation.
Yes. In English, this program is called respite care. I would say that it's a kind of temporary assistance. If there are people, seniors, who for some reason do not qualify for our program, you can always call us anyway. I can get in touch with a social worker, and then such a person, here I'm mainly talking about a family member who simply wants to rest, to go away, can get those few hours a week that will allow them to rest.
Yes, and to recover, to recharge their batteries,
so that later
they can return to their normal everyday life. Let me ask you about another term, private pay. What is this program about?
Well, the private pay program is specifically designed for individuals who may not qualify for our regular services. For example, this might be because they have a total household income that is considered too high, or perhaps they have not yet held their green card for the required 5-year period. Even so, I strongly invite you to please reach out and call us. We have a dedicated private pay department that handles these specific cases, but there are many more nuances and intricate details to discuss. Once we are on the phone together, we will be able to carefully direct you to the most appropriate person who can assist with your unique situation, who will explain everything. I just wanted to emphasize that this option is also available.
Every case is different. Every case is individual. And this is also important advice for you, dear listeners. Don't rule yourselves or your seniors out from the start and say, okay, I don't meet the requirements, I'll just give up. Call anyway and check. Check, because there is definitely a solution.
Exactly.
It can be similar with age, because there is also a program for people who haven't yet reached the required 60 years. What then?
Exactly. In that case, please call us as well. Please contact me or Agnieszka because we also have clients who are under 60 years old and they still have service with us. It's a little bit different. It's a different program. It's a program for people with disabilities, but we also work with that kind of program. So, just as you said here, whatever happens, every situation is different. If you have any questions, please call us and we will always find a solution.
847-202-1429. This is the website, a very important website, excellently made with all the information, europeanservice.org. I invite you, ladies and gentlemen. Taking care of elderly people is very often associated with additional needs, additional personal hygiene items, from the proverbial diapers to all sorts of different things. I know that you also offer these items in a special store. Please say a few words about this project.
Yes, we have a medical store and we provide personal hygiene products for eligible clients who have Medicaid. They are simply free of charge. All you need to do is contact us. The client provides the doctor's name, states what they need, and the person who handles things at the store will take care of it. They contact the doctor and the requested medical supplies are delivered to them.
There is no need to pick it up yourself.
It
will eventually reach the right person intended.
Exactly.
Great. Where should someone start this process? At first glance, this process may seem complicated, ladies and gentlemen, but in reality it isn't, because you are in good hands and we will take care of you.
Contact us for help.
So where do we start? With a phone call, right?
Absolutely. Please call us. Please call us and we will help and take care of the rest. And I would also like to mention that we have benefits for our caregivers. We offer comprehensive health insurance, dental and life insurance coverage, generous paid vacation time, paid sick leave, and flexible working hours for all employees.
This is actually incredibly important for me to understand because, yes, I can take care of my grandmother. I will undergo all the necessary professional training sessions. And in fact, I then officially become a fully recognized employee of your company and have the right to receive every single one of the comprehensive benefits you mentioned earlier.
Exactly.
So insurance, actually, this could be a very effective way to get insurance.
Yes.
Vacation is also included? Yes.
Paid vacation, paid sick leave.
Let me dig a bit deeper into this topic before we remind everyone of the phone number. Which family members, what criteria need to be met? You definitely have to be an adult.
You have to be 18. You have to have finished 18 years.
Complete the training. Is there anything else? Any other criteria?
Now, any eligible member of your immediate family, essentially and without exception, who successfully finishes the entire training program and passes the required examination, the background check of their criminal history.
But you don't have to live in the same house?
No, there is no such requirement. Absolutely not. It doesn't necessarily have to be a family member. It could also be a neighbor, a friend, someone with whom the client simply feels comfortable and safe.
Such situations happen often. Indeed, there are cases where elderly people live alone, and in the apartment next door, there are neighbors or close friends nearby who,
Out of
necessity, help them because they have no one else.
these,
People can also receive compensation for it.
yes, in addition to the fact that they help, they can also, in a way, be rewarded for it, right? And get paid for it.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, step number 1 is to make a phone call to European Services at Home 847-202-1429. We also invite you to visit our website at europeanservices.org. An excellently designed website with a rich database. You can find what you need there in just a few minutes. Answers to the most important questions, but do give them a call. You can call in Polish. Ms. Ewa and Ms. Agnieszka are waiting for your calls and will be happy to explain how the process will look. And they will help you take even better care of your loved ones.
We warmly invite you. We warmly invite you, and here's a big heart for you all.
Thank you very much. Ms. Ewa Wolska-Bednarczyk, branch manager, and Ms. Agnieszka Dobrzańska, supervisor from European Services at Home in the first meeting. I hope we will meet more often, and we will tell you about how to best take care of your seniors. And
This is very important because really a lot of people in the state of Illinois don't know that there is such a possibility, that you don't have to send elderly people to a nursing home, that they can stay at home happy and cared for.
and
function.
at the highest level.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. See you.
See you.